There's nothing too difficult about fitting your decals. In this case I'll show you how to fit the rear one. Like most things in life, preparation is key, so make sure the surface you're applying it to is clean, that there's no grease, wax, oils or anything that might prevent the decal from sticking properly, and get that done. So when you look at your decal, you'll see that it's made up of three parts essentially. There is a paper front, there is a card back, and obviously the vinyl letters in between. What you want to do is place it onto your van where you're finally going to fit it. Use a ruler to measure either from the top or the bottom to get it exactly level, and then simply secure it along the top with a couple of bits of masking tape, which I've pre-cut. Once you've got these done, just check that it's level and that you're absolutely happy with it. And now what it does is effectively it gives you like a hinge that you can use here. So what you're going to do is lift the hinge right up, keep it flat, and remove the thicker cardboard backing from the rear. When you're taking this off, keep the angle quite severe and pull it slowly. You can put your fingers on the edge of the decal itself, but not onto the actual characters because they'll be getting fixed to your van. You don't want fingerprints on these. And just slowly pull the backing card off the decal and discard that, don't need that anymore. Now take your hinge from the middle and slowly pull it over, laying it flat onto the surface where you're going to fix it. With your middle finger here, I like to just run a line right down to make sure it's completely flat. Then using your hands from the middle, just spread it outwards. Make sure you're getting as much of the larger air bubbles out. At this point you want to take something like the squeegee that's in your pack, a credit card or something similar, and just make sure that all the air bubbles are out from underneath the individual characters. If there are one or two wee ones that you've missed, don't worry about it. Through time these will disappear anyway, but you just want to make sure that it's firmly stuck down. Once you're satisfied with that, take your masking tape away, and get a hold of it. And the final bit. Right, now what we want to do is remove the backing paper. So same principle as when we're removing the card. Get one corner of it, lift it up slightly. Once more, you want to keep the angle very severe, so almost flat back on itself, and slowly pull the backing paper across the characters. If you do find one starting to lift as you're doing this, don't worry, just put the paper back down, press it flat to get it to stick, and then start pulling away again as normal. As I say, if you've done your preparation right, you should find this sticks without any difficulty whatsoever, and you won't have to adjust it in the slightest. So just take your time, keep the angle going, nothing stopping you grabbing the paper further in, make it a wee bit easier because I'm limited for space here. All the way across, and the final character. There we go, your decal's now in place. Discard the paper. At this stage I would now go back to either my credit card or take a soft fibre cloth and just press down, just to make sure the edges in particular are well secured down. And essentially that's done. After an hour or two, the adhesive in these sets, and you're not going to be removing these very easily. So there you are, that's it. Pretty much done.